Welcome into Sports City Nation. Today is President's Day, which means we're going to do a lot of making fun of. We're going to make fun of NBA All-Star Weekend. We're going to make fun of the Titans logo. And we're going to, of course, make fun of the Colorado Rockies.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. By idiots, for idiots.
This is Sports Idiot Nation.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. Welcome back, sinners. This is Season 2 of Sports Idiot Nation.
Welcome in. It is Sports Idiot Nation. It is Monday, President's Day. William Taft. I think that's my favorite president. Who's your favorite president, T.I.?
Garfield, because I just am the cat guy, you know?
Yeah. Like, I like how none of us are going to say anyone from, like, the 80s on. We're just going to pick a random. Like, yeah.
Definitely not going to say anybody from the 2000s, that's for sure.
Yeah. All right. So we told you on Friday that we were going to try and have something good to say about the NBA. And the NBA does exist, so that's good. It still exists.
In the world of sports, it still is one.
And here, let's start with the good. I think that the competitive nature, I think we can all agree, was there. I am now starting to get used to the idea that it's just a pickup game at the YMCA, but you got guys that actually care a little bit. Yeah, so you have 12-minute games, you know, and look, I'm kind of okay with
fine.
that if they're going to compete. And so, like, they're actually playing defense. I mean, Kawhi Leonard is still getting steals right now. Like,
it's fine. It just,
it's the best we're going to do, man. Like, this is it.
When we were kids, the NBA All-Star Weekend was legendary.
Oh, dude, Iverson and Kobe, like, going at it.
It was legendary. And now, to me, it's just an afterthought. It's like, hey, this thing's going on. Tune in, tune out. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's still going to continue. It was must-see TV, you know, when I was growing up. And it was just like me and my buddies were just like, oh, man. You know, you knew Valentine's Day was associated with NBA All-Star Weekend. It was like, okay, here we go. Here we are, you know. And you just
dunk contest was stars.
Dunk contest, three-point contest. I mean, three-point contest is still pretty good. Dunk contest is just, if Mac McClung's not in it, it's like, what's the point, you know? But
dude,
yeah,
some of those dunks were just terrible.
Like what?
In-game dunks.
What the dunks?
They're in, and then the guy gets a concussion practically, breaks his skull open.
Yeah, what is that? And then you got the winner is a running windmill. Like, okay, I mean,
yeah,
cool. I mean, I've seen Ja Morant do way better dunks than that just mid-game.
In a game, yeah.
What is
remember
going on?
Like Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon even just a few years ago. Like I mean, gosh, the creativity and
Harold Miner,
athleticism.
D Brown,
D Brown,
all these guys. I mean,
Vince Carter, Jason Richardson.
I mean,
man,
you name it. Just I don't know, man. Like I was trying to tune in, and I was just like, "Is this real life? Like these guys are really doing this?" And yeah, you're talking about the guy who got the concussion. Man, he goes up.
Jason Richardson's son, Jace. Dude.
Bricks the rim like a 44-year-old Michael Jordan for the Wizards. I was like, oh,
Reggie Miller's
God.
like, oh. You feel bad for everyone, even the commentators. You're like, oh, God.
I don't know. I mean, I know they got to do it. Same thing with the Pro Bowl. I mean, Pro Bowl's turned into flag football. We get it. I mean, these guys, they're at the point now where they're just like, we're going to do what we're going to do. We don't want to overexert ourselves. We don't want to hurt ourselves. But, man, the East versus West NBA back in the day, it was defense. Yeah, sure, they would have Shaq shooting threes. And, yeah, you know, Mutombo shooting threes. But let's be real. It was still, when push came to shove, man, they were playing defense. They were guarding each other. It was a showdown, you know. You'd have, you'd have the one-on-ones. You'd have just everybody trying to show each other out. Now it's just like, you know, whatever. And then you know, the freaking Stars and Stripes, whoever. I think the Stars won. Yeah, Stars beat the Stripes, right? I think, you know, but you look at that lineup, you're like, how did this lineup beat that other lineup? I don't know. It's just
Kawhi Leonard. It was
Yeah, you're
the
right.
old guys versus the young guys, and the young guys just were like, "Nah, we're not winded at all. We're just going to go take this." And Anthony Richardson.
But it might have been different if Steph was playing, because I mean he would be out there chucking threes. He would have hit like 10 threes,
Yeah, he can get hot at any time.
So I don't know. It's still fine, man. It's still great. I mean, it's great to have everybody cut loose a little bit and have some fun, but I don't know. I hate to sound like the guy that's telling people get off my lawn, but it was just so different.
It's that bad though.
So different, man. Back in the day, so different.
Yeah.
And even when they transitioned to stop playing defense and they still put on a show, it was still so much fun to watch. Now it's just kind of like, yeah, they're just going through the motions, trying to get through the weekend without an injury,
Yeah, the way I broke this weekend down is I did not watch a single minute of Saturday's festivities, and then I just went over to YouTube and watched the
rapid fire.
Yeah, the 20-minute little version of everything, and then I could just double tap on the screen and it would fast forward 10 seconds. So I'm just watching everything. So I didn't miss anything, but I saw the whole thing in like 9 minutes. Like each item, there's a 3-point. And here's what I whizzed past really quickly because I couldn't handle it, was Drewski throwing passes to Knipple. Like, oh my God, that was, you talk about going through the motions.
Well, again,
dude, there was a missed layup. Ron Harper missed a layup. Like in those skill competition, like it's 3 guys and then one celebrity passes them the ball. What was this?
I think we're using the word celebrity a little too loosely with Drewski. Like, come on, bro. Like,
he is everywhere. It's so freaking annoying.
Didn't you burn your card at the NFL honors? Like, come on, man. It's time to Drewski on out of here. Like,
yeah, dude. I can't.
We're struggling for celebrity involvement these days. I mean, we're still, these days it's gotten so bad we're begging for Fergie to come back and sing the national anthem. That's how bad it's gotten. Like, please, Fergie, please come back and sing the national anthem.
Yeah. So that was really bad. So fast forwarding through that, I'm like, oh, but hey, the Knicks get to hold another trophy. The Knicks won. They won the cup, in Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
A couple months ago. And now they won. Yep. And now they won the skills challenge. So good for them. So I fast forward through that, and then the 3-point contest. Man, it is fun to watch Dame Lillard shoot the ball, and it was really cool.
Timeless.
I mean, it really was
timeless.
It is Dame time. Even though
he just hit another.
Yeah, even though it's not Dame time this year. He's not playing this year at all.
Yeah, I know.
And that was pretty cool that the NBA and he even said that. Hey, thanks to the NBA for letting me do it.
He's got to be done. He has to be done. Well, I don't think he's playing again.
No, he's coming back next year to the Trailblazers. That's the story.
I know, but I mean, for how long? It's easy to get out there and shoot threes when you're not having to guard other players. But I mean, you're going to get out there, pull a hammy, miss 2 weeks, get back.
Maybe they just put him in offense for defense, like they do intentional foul, pull him out, and then you put him back in for offense. And then sub.
I love him. I think he's awesome. So I'm not
getting up there.
But it's just, NBA has just changed so much. There's just so many, the way it's changed just offensively. I mean, it's like people are like, defense is an afterthought. I mean, it doesn't matter to me what sport it is. I'm all about defense. I love a good defender. I love a good one-on-one where somebody gets shut down. And those days are just long gone in the NBA. It's kind of like, well, I dare you to hit 3 instead of like having a hand in your face the entire time. It's like, well, hey, go ahead and hit 3 in a row, and I might guard you. That's the NBA today, Yeah,
it's rough.
But hey, man, it's still my second favorite sport. I mean, I can't, I still love it.
In general, right. And when it comes the second round of the playoffs, that's when it gets juicy then.
playoff NBA, there's nothing like it. Same thing same thing with playoff baseball. I mean, you watch a regular season baseball game that ends at 3-2, you're like, oh. You watch a playoff game,
it's 3-2. It could be the same score.
Yeah, and 2-1, you're like, glued to your seat, like chattering your teeth.
Yeah, every pitch. Yeah. We'll talk we'll talk a little baseball here in a minute. But so with the NBA stuff, the 3-point stuff, like again, they changed it just enough for me to be like, okay, the reason why this stuff gets frustrating is we love to compare. So I don't want anyone to ever get 1,849 yards receiving in a season. You know why? Because Jerry Rice did that in 16 games, and now they play more. And they're talking about, and it's going to happen, mark my words, it's going to go to 18.
Sure,
At some point. And they'll just take away a preseason game. And so so you can't compare. In the same way, you have a random, in the 3-point shooting, you have 2 random shots that are just one shot that are like an additional 6 feet away, another like money ball. In the middle of your racks, all of a sudden, there's just one random ball. And you can have one rack be entire money ball. You pick which rack you want. So that boosts scores. Now, back in the day, Craig Hodges and these guys, whatever, their scores were just, you get your racks, you have one money ball, and that's it. That was never broken, ever, because good shooting is good shooting. Now, how are we supposed to compare what Dame did to what Steph did 4 years ago or 5 years ago, whatever it was, to what Larry Bird did, to what Craig Hodges did, to what all these other great shooting, like it just bothers me enough to where like, okay, then I have to say to myself, can I just enjoy it for what it is? Yes, I can, because I love seeing a good shooting performance, but it just waters it down when you put all these bells and whistles to it, to something that you simply don't need to do. You know what I mean? Now, that said, Dame shot the lights out. And the first round for Khan and was it Booker? Yeah, the first round for them. Oh my gosh, they barely missed. I mean, it's great.
Booker choked down the line, but
man, he missed 3 in a row at the end. Like, dude, come on, man. So yeah, and that was, that's exciting. Like, that's enough for me to bring up, talk about, and say that I enjoyed it. Okay, I didn't tap the screen on YouTube, fast forwarding on that when I watched it. All right, and then the NBA. And I love the judges, because now we're getting to a point where you can have some pretty good dunk contest judges. When you talk about Dwight Howard and some of these guys who are newly retired, who had some pretty good dunks, and of course Vince Carter's there, and, Dominique and all these guys. But though I almost like to see those guys try and dunk more than these guys who are just doing in-game dunks. The guy who tried to dunk from the free throw line, but he like stutter stepped, and so he took a full large step in front of the free throw line and just cocked it back and dunked it. You're like, dude, a 6'3" guy can do that easily on a breakaway in college, in high school even. I'm like,
there's
a dunk contest dunk?
Yeah, there's a guy at your local YMCA right now.
Yeah,
that
seriously.
Down,
like
seriously.
Come on. Let's see some creativity. And then once one guy goes through the legs, now they all have to. Like, okay, I'd like to see, I don't know how creative you could get with, like, there's guys who do this competitively, which, by the way, I would like to see those guys brought in. If it's NBA All-Star Weekend and you have celebrities, you have Anthony Anderson and Drewski out there, why can't you have, the Sprite? It's like a actual thing. Like, these guys make money going around competitive dunking. And this guy, I've seen it. Forget his name. He's a tall, skinny white dude with, like, he looks like a skater guy, his hair and stuff. And he goes between the legs twice, bro. That's sick.
At this point, it's gotten so pathetic. At this point, just lower the rim to 8 foot and just hold a raffle in the stands and just pull people out. Come on, man. Give them a trampoline, 8-foot goal.
Well, that's halftime at a 76ers game. They got the guy that got the trampolines out there and like
got people missing the rim by like 4 feet. Ooh. Yeah.
Where the guy jumps too high and just face plants on the backboard.
Yeah.
I mean, the creativity. Remember, was it Dwight Howard who set a cupcake because it was close to his birthday? He set a cupcake on top of the backboard, jumped so high he blew it out, and then dunked it. Like, dude, that is at least it's creative. Or jumping over a car, or these guys. Where was the creativity?
Jumping over Snoop Dogg,
And he's
I mean,
tall.
this used to exist. Snoop Dogg is busy. He's busy at the Olympics, so they couldn't get him.
Obviously,
But
yeah.
you
Yeah, it just was not. And the guy who won, like he won because he just danced every time, and he did the same dance every time, and it wasn't that good. It was as if a white guy was doing it, an exciting white. It would have been.
I mean, does it ever get better? I mean, I just don't know. Is it a trajectory? Or are we just on the downfall? Like, is this going to keep getting worse? Can they at some point be like, all right, let's fix this thing. How do we fix it?
At what point do they check the ratings and they're like, all right, guys, let's, like, Adam Silver's just like meeting with the ratings crew and like, all right, ratings are down 15 years in a row. Like, at what point do you change
I mean,
it?
you've got these, networks, Amazon, NBC, like everybody paying high dollar to get back in the NBA game. But meanwhile, the All-Star Weekend's just lackluster. Like, man, it just doesn't. You're still going to have your core fans, but how do you re-energize the outskirts? Like, how do you re-energize the people on the fringe?
Guys like us.
Yeah,
who would love to be sucked back in, but you gotta make the effort. Like, should you have to submit a video to I almost said David Stern, to Adam Silver, like in the grave? You say, yeah, send it to the grave. Yeah, send a video of you, and like, make sure you don't let it leak. Don't let it leak like the Titans did. We'll talk about that. But you send a video so that you don't want it to get leaked because you don't want people to see. But you send a video of like you doing these dunks, like, okay, well those can get good scores. All right, you like I don't know. I don't know how you get like these guys to compete.
Maybe you rock and jock it. Maybe you've got spots in the court where they dunk from are worth more points, and then maybe you've got a 50-point dunk spot on the side and 20-point here, 30-point here, and then you, on top of your style of dunk, you get style points. And maybe it's just like a competitive thing. I don't know what you do, man.
You have to kick the ball, kick it off Steve Nash's head. I think you have to kick it, and
or you just have to dunk Steve Nash. You just cradle Steve Nash and reverse Steve Nash into the hoop, man. I don't know, man. It's just, again, I hate to sound like the guy that's like, get off my lawn, but man, it's just, I was glued to the TV back in the day, and now I'm just like, I might tune in. It was so
fun. On a Saturday night, you were like, you had your popcorn, you were glued. It was exciting.
And I feel like today, when people are trying to sell it, they're just fake about it. They're like, oh man, it was so great. Did you watch it? Like, no, it wasn't great. You're lying to yourself.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? Yeah, and then the game itself, I do like the idea of, look, we're not going to get these guys to compete for 4 quarters. They're not going to take it seriously. They're just not. So if we made it, the round robin is weird. I get it. It is. But it does solve the issue of not competing because it's so long. We don't need 48 minutes of nonsense, if that's what we're going to call it. If we're going to call it nonsense, we definitely don't need 48 minutes of it. Let's condense it to 12 minutes. And then you're like, all right, I got next. I won, like winner stays kind of thing. And then if you have to play again, it's fine because all you played was a 12-minute quarter anyway. And in a real game, you'd be playing another quarter. So it's like, okay, that logic, as weird as it is, I can live with it. And the second to last game where Kawhi Leonard in 12 minutes had 97 points, I think it was, like 19 steals. He had a triple-double or quadruple-double, I think.
He's a great player. Great player.
And yeah, what I took away is that the young heads do beat the old heads, and that doesn't always work that way. Sometimes the old heads are just smarter and find a way. But so 2 things stuck out. The young heads were definitely better than the old heads, but the old heads were the team that beat the foreigners, and the way they did it was 2 words: Kawhi Leonard. And that guy, when he's healthy, is really, 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 really good. Like, this was
Yeah.
LA Clippers good Kawhi and Toronto Raptors good. Because when he was with San Antonio, he was not allowed to do that. Like, just take over. And obviously he didn't need to. He was like the freaking 4th option, which is crazy to think, a Kawhi Leonard being the 4th option on any team he's on. But when you have Tim Duncan, Manu, and Tony Parker, you're going to be the 4th option. That's just the way it is, which is why the Spurs happen to be so good, obviously. But
but he was still their
man,
best
he took
defender.
over.
Still their
Oh,
best
yeah.
defender, even at the 4th spot. But yeah, Toronto Kawhi, that's peak. That's peak Kawhi. That fadeaway, out of bounds, game
Unreal.
winner.
That made Embiid literally cry, like literally.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the top 5 shots of all time.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Steph against Memphis. Steph against Memphis is another one.
But
In
I
the
mean,
corner.
he didn't even want to be there too. He was just like, here I am in Toronto, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and ball my ass off and win a championship, and I'm getting out of here as soon as I can. Most people like win a championship, like, yeah, let's get another one. He was like, all right, I proved my worth. Somebody come get me.
Somebody come get me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I left my coat back in America. Someone come get me. I want to come back.
Yeah. I don't want to be here. There's a dinosaur on my jersey.
And Drake is stupid.
Yeah.
Drake comes to all our games. He thinks he knows me. It's weird. Yeah. But Kawhi Leonard, dude, when he's healthy, he is that dude. And it was kind of like just a reminder, like, we forgot about Dre. We forgot about Kawhi.
I mean, the Raptors, though, they've had some studs. I mean, Vince Carter, T-Mac, Kawhi, they've had some studs running through there.
Siakam.
If you're putting all-time Raptors team together, starting 5, like, you've got a pretty good one that could probably beat anybody.
Yeah, and then all-time rappers would be Drake,
Well, I don't know about Drake. I mean,
Well, for Toronto.
For Toronto, yeah.
Yeah.
So he might be 6th man of the year, but
yeah, maybe put Bieber, Canada. We can build an all Canada team for
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, coached by Steve Nash. 100%. I'd be down for that. See what they do there. All right, so that game, all Kawhi, and then they really did run out of gas. It was at one point, I think 13-1 was that game that started out, and Ant just went off. I mean, I think he was the MVP, right? The All-Star game. Pretty sure Anthony Edwards was.
He's hanging out with Obama and told him he was going to put on a show. Apparently, that's the thing. Apparently, him and Obama are pretty tight. And he was told Obama. Obama's a big basketball fan. We know that. We've seen that.
Oh yeah, lefty swag.
And he's got a shot too, man. He can actually ball. He does. He's probably one of the few presidents who actually can ball.
I mean, he's no Donald Trump. I mean, Donald Trump is the greatest because he told us.
Yeah.
That's about the most political we'd ever get.
Nobody's got a shot. Nobody's got a shot like me. I'm one of the best shots ever. One of the biggest shots. No shots compared to my shot. That's pretty much him. Bigly. He's got a bigly shot.
Yeah. A round mound of rebound.
Yeah, I'd like to see one-on-one Charles Barkley and Donald Trump.
From the Nike commercial where he just dunks. He's like, I am not a role model. Remember that, Charles Barkley? Yeah, that's what made him a role model to me. Yeah. I love that commercial. That was
Charles
so good.
Barkley's like, I'm not a role model. Donald Trump's like, ironically, I'm not either.
Yeah, I'm just the president. But yeah, that's fine.
No, oh, man. But yeah, that's what I saw. Anthony Edwards had said that he was talking to Obama, and Obama said, hey, man, why don't you put on a show? And he said, I will put on a show for you. And he did. So.
He did. They won. They crushed them, and yeah. So, all right, I want to transition. There's no way to transition out of a crappy All-Star weekend other than just simply saying we're going to transition. That's the way to do it. Sometimes some transitions are nice and smooth. Not today, guys. So this Titans thing, dude. like I was talking to you before the show, even if I was not hosting a sports podcast with someone who was a Titans fan, I absolutely would still be bringing this up because it is that kind of sports idiot nation. Like it's a story after our own heart at Sports Idiot Nation. It's so classic sports idiot. Like, are you kidding me? Like the way that they let the logo and crappy one
Well,
at that.
they didn't let it loose. Fanatics is the one who did it.
But I'm just
and
saying,
which
yes.
they have a history of goofing stuff up. This isn't the first time they've done this.
Yeah.
Fanatics is a joke, man.
That's so wild how that stuff happens though, dude.
They got see-through, pants out there for the players.
Yeah,
and people
the
are like
preseason.
And it's
what was that?
what?
Preseason week 1, they had
Fanatics out here got people looking at baseball players' junk, like, hey, maybe fix that. Maybe up the strength of your material a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, they released the, plush football with the Titans logo on it. People are like, this is so bad. Is this real? I knew it was real the minute I saw it because they pulled it. They're not going to pull it if it wasn't, right?
Right.
Because it happens in movies too. It happens in movies. It happens in toy companies will release toys ahead of time, and people will see a toy of a character. They're like, oh shit, this person is apparently in this movie because they released this toy, right?
Right. Like, Thor is in this or whatever.
Yeah. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my God, that's the logo, man. And again, I don't really have a major problem with the logo. I have just a huge problem with the execution of it. I'm just like, there's so many ways to do that better. Like, you already have the circle logo with the T and the red stars. Like, even just make the stars red. It changes the whole thing. But you've got this just like, local barbecue shop spray painted logo there. Oilers colors as well. I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I know we're the Tennessee Oilers, but we're the Tennessee Oilers because it was an expedited transition. That was not by plan, or we would have never changed the Tennessee Titans. It was just because, hey, we got to get this team moved. We don't have time to go through the processes of getting this new name and getting this logos and getting jerseys. Like, we're just going to become the Tennessee Oilers and we're going to rock that until we get our stadium built. Like, it was just all an expedited process. I have outside of the 1.5 seasons, I say 1.5, 2 seasons or whatever, we're the Tennessee Oilers. Like, I have no connection to the Oilers. I give a rat's ass about the Houston Oilers.
Right.
And it's like we have totally abandoned everything here in Nashville that we are. We literally are in the Athens of the South. We literally have a replica Parthenon Coliseum here 10 minutes from my house.
So the Titans does make sense.
Yeah, like what are we doing, So, and now we're just back to glorifying the Oilers. And every time we put on an Oilers uniform, we lose. I mean, bad. So I just don't know. Is this Amy Adams? Is this a group? Like, who made this call? Again,
yeah.
I don't hate it. I've seen like the idea of what the jerseys will look like.
More red, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna look like Oilers jerseys, without the oil dyke. Which again, I'm not opposed to, but I'm just like, what have we been working for the last 30 years roughly?
So this is a stupid question. I got a stupid question for you. Is there any oil near in?
I mean, I'm sure there was at some point, but it's not really on our radar.
It's not a thing. Okay. Well, because to your point then, what I'm curious is like, if you had to take it as the Oilers at first because it was just a rushed process, fine, and then you go away and you're the Titans, then all this time, like you said, why would you go back to anything with oil and all that? The Oilers, like,
I mean, and how do you lose the navy blue? Like, how does that go? How is that not included? How is that not a part of things? How is things not even outlined in navy blue?
Now you have to get new headphones even.
Like, I gotta get new everything. I have to even change my logo. My blue. I got to change the blue on my logo. Like, I don't know. And then you got all these Titans fans like, oh, I like it. It's an improvement. The Flames are stupid. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say the Flames are amazing by any means.
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
They're still symbolic to the franchise. At least the color scheme, like all of it. There's a way to include it, or there's a way to get rid of it, but still make something that's still fresh. I just don't know, man. We got a circle with the same T, except we put serif letters on it. We took the sword aspect away. The T is no longer a sword, which is stupid because that was the whole point. The T was supposed to be a sword for the Titans, the Greek mythology. And I saw one comment. Somebody said, well, Greek mythology is a myth, but the Tennessee Oilers actually existed. Yes, I get that. Okay. Yes,
cool story, bro.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Captain Obvious. I appreciate that. But I don't know, man. I mean, there is one cure for all of it, and it's winning. So I don't care. They can come out there with a freaking ice cream cone in their helmet if they're winning 12 games a year.
Your son would really like it then.
Yeah, I'm fine with it, man. They could, have a picture of a kitty cat on their helmet as far as I'm concerned. I don't really care as long as they're winning games. But if they continue to suck and continue to just underproduce, and here we got these new stadium and we have these new uniforms, and you got people that grew up for the last 25 years, kids, that are now moving into adulthood that have been watching the Titans. Now they're just like, got this whole new thing. Like, what are we doing? I don't know. Is it Amy clinging to hope, clinging to nostalgia? Is it her having a midlife crisis, worrying about the Oilers? Is it trying to stick it to Houston? Trying to stick it to the Texans, trying to stick it to the Houston Cougars, trying to stick it to anybody who wants our colors. I don't know, man. It's a mess. It's been great for the algorithm, though. I'll tell you that much. It's been great.
Yeah.
It's great for the algorithm. By this time next week, I'll probably be at 38,000 followers. We can get some crazy traffic from it, but man, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. I just don't get it. And why? Why are we doing this? Why are we rebranding? Because we have a new stadium? Is that why? I don't know. We needed to rebrand.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't think we did. And by the results of the poll I have on my page and by the comments, people actually really like the Flames. There's a portion of people that don't, and I get it. I'm kind of on the fence with both of it, But it's like Austin Huff said, there's this. We're just moving away from anything and everything that's related to Tennessee outside of our mascot, who's the state animal is raccoon. And now there's people even saying it's time to get rid of T-Rack. Like they're like, we need a Titan. We need like some big Titan guy and all this, like some comic book looking guy. And I'm just like, no, we don't. Like we don't need some male stripper looking dude coming out there with a sword. Like I'm fine with T-Rack. T-Rack is great. He's like one of the most beloved mascots in the NFL. Just pump the brakes, man. It's like somebody was like, you know what, let's change some things. And then somebody in the room was like, let's just change everything. I mean, it's just crazy, And there was already rumors of them getting rid of the Flames. That's one thing, right? That's fine. But when you just put this bland product out there with a white sans serif T, it's not even a sword, with 3 white stars and a red circle, or a red outlined blue circle, it's just like, what is this? Is this a notary stamp? Like, it's not even a logo. And now, and I didn't even see it until people started pointing out. Steelers fans hopped on. They're like, that's our logo. Like, you just basically took our logo and made it yourself. And it is. It's the same thing, except they have 3 colors.
I just thought of that when you said that.
Yeah, it really is. It's like, oh, God.
Dude, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. We'll see how it goes. Supposedly they've got some incarnations. Supposedly there's one that involves a sword. Supposedly this is not the only version, but if it's the version that you're sending to Fanatics to put on a plush football, it's got to be the main logo.
I will point out that when you posted, reminder to follow all of our socials, wherever you get your social media, Sports Idiot Nation, of course. Puck Idiot Nation's been big with the Olympics. The hockey team's doing well.
Doing really well.
The grandfather, if you will, the Titans Idiot Nation, if you give that a follow, you had posted, the logo, and I need to brag because my comment within a half hour, I feel like, got 26 reactions, and Miles only got like 2 or 3. So I cleaned his clock on
He's,
the
well,
comments.
he's not here to defend himself, so it's not nice of you to bring him up. So
Yeah. His was about the Epstein files, and mine was saying, "Oh, 3 stars, 1 for each win. I like it. It makes sense."
well, I mean, we have won three wins, 3-win seasons, 2 seasons in a row. So
There you go. So why not have 3 stars? You know, I give that comment 4 stars.
yeah, I saw somebody
solid.
already commented. It was like that logo just went 2-15. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, we agree that it's horrible.
We'll talk more. We need to get some Titans fans on an episode and actually like really discuss this because it cuts deep with some folks. Some people love it. Most people
Dude,
hate
logos
it.
are
Other
a big
people
deal,
are.
man.
I mean, I just have so much stuff in my closet, and I'm just like, am I really gonna go out here and buy a T-shirt with that logo on it? I might get a T-shirt, and that might be about as far as I go.
I mean,
like,
you
I'm
kind
just
of have
not.
to. It's your team, right? I mean,
Yeah, I just don't like the logo, man. I mean, I've got 25 years of roughly graphic design experience, and I'm just like, that's what you came up with, But they did the same thing here in Tennessee. They took our cool state logo with the TriStar and made it this red square with a blue line underneath it and the letters TN in it, and the graphic designer got paid. They leaked how much money he got paid for it. It's like, what? Like you paid for that? Like, it's just par for the course here in Tennessee. They're just taking our cool logos and making them these like bland things. Kind of like Austin Huff said at Cork Bats. He was like, it's not a rebranding, it's a reblanding,
made by Dean Blandino.
Yeah, but hey, whatever, man. Somebody got paid to do it.
So, yes, we can agree that it is pretty bad. However, I found a way to make a smooth transition. It is not as bad as your opening day starter. Listen to these numbers, all right? If you had a favorite team that played the game of baseball, America's pastime, the summer, our summer game, and here is the guy's record, and you say, here you go, take the ball, you're our opening day starter, you're our number 1. All right, here's the numbers. 5-17. For those of you keeping score at home, that means 5 wins and 17 losses.
With
ERA
of like 7. ERA of like 7.
5. I love how you're making a joke, but it's not that far off.
Yeah.
So, and only like it's good if you have like 300 strikeouts, like you get your name in the paper if you have 300 strikeouts for the year as a pitcher. He didn't even have half, 124. That's like, I don't know how fast your fastball is, but it can't be that fast if you're only getting 124.
So what you're saying is your team to pick the click at the Colorado Rockies again.
So Kyle Freeland, ding, 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 if that's what you were thinking, is your opening day starter for your Colorado Rockies. And last year, we absolutely had a blast, at least the first half of the year. The second half, they really screwed the pooch. They started winning. so it wasn't very good. But the first half of the year, when they had like 6 wins for maybe, 3 months, they only, something goofy. So here is their, I know a ton of our followers don't follow baseball maybe the way that I do, but come on. Here is the projected rotation for the Colorado Rockies. This is just hilarious. Kyle Freeland, the guy that I said, okay, he's your number 1. So we were texting before the show. I said, uh-oh, we face Kyle Freeland tonight. That phrase has never been muttered in the history of the universe. Little League, high school, college, no one has ever said that. So he's your opening day number 1. Like, he's your guy. Michael Lorenzen, Ryan Feltner, Chase Dolander, and Tanner Gordon. Those are all names that, like, if MLB didn't have copyrights and you had to make up names in, like, Ryan Sandberg, RBI Baseball, 1993. something like that. Those are the following names: Michael Lorenzen, Ryan Feltner, Chase Nolander, and Tanner Gordon. Those are all made up, right? Like, it's
Chase
bad.
More like Chase No Man Lanzer.
Yeah, and then here's their projected. Dude, I don't know these guys. Jake McCarthy in right, Ezekiel Tovar in short, Mickey Moniak, the DH, Hunter Goodman, the catcher, Jordan Beck in left, Willie Castro, I've heard of him, at third. Which, by the way, at third base, I thought they were supposed to have the guy from the Cubs, Chris Bryant, all these years. He hasn't played like more than 5 innings for them. So then Brenton Doyle in center, Edward Julian at first, and Tyler Freeman at second. Is that a double-A minor league team? Who is that? The Fort Wayne Wizards? Who are these guys?
It's the Birmingham Barons right there.
Yeah, I'm like, what is
Sans Michael Jordan?
So then I get on MLB on Facebook, and they're like, there's random comments. Sneaky team in 2026. Not saying they'll win 100 games, but I'm feeling an improvement. Maybe even snag a wild card spot. Get out of here, dude. Then another comment. Nothing strikes fear into opposing hitters like Kyle Freeland. That's exactly like that's what. And then the dude tagged him. He tagged Kyle Freeland. So like people who follow or like his family, they're gonna see that. Like, dude, this guy's a family. It's just so bad.
Life of an athlete, man, getting tagged all the time. Getting tagged
And he's the guy. Like, if you're labeled as like the guy and the opening day starter and that, like, there's just all like there's respect in the clubhouse from that guy. There's a tip of a cap, like, oh, hey, Skip, or like, what, you know what I mean? Like, you're the guy, But I mean, it's just gonna be tough sailing for Rockies.
Freeland. Way to go, buddy. Yeah, athletes get tagged in so much stuff all the time. I wonder what they really see and they don't. I mean, I tagged Jeffrey Simmons in my Titans Valentines, and he responded back, But I mean, we're a small market, Like
it's different.
He did last year too, though. He tagged back last year and actually shared it. So I mean,
that's fun.
Kyle Freeland. I mean,
he's not tagging back.
I don't even know who this dude. I didn't even know who the dude was until you said his name.
Exactly. So yeah, pitchers and catchers just recently reported. All the teams now are kind of checking into either Arizona or Florida. Well, no, as your team is the Cardinals, where do they report for spring training? I don't even know.
I think they're in Sarasota. I think.
So they're in Florida?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think I've been to spring training in Arizona as my Giants are there. And I know like the Dodgers, I believe the Cubs, like I know some of the teams that are there, definitely Cleveland. I know Cleveland is there, but like I've never heard of the Cardinals being out there. So I think they are in Florida.
I think they're always in Florida.
Makes sense. They can stay over there. That's fine.
My friend's dad used to go, and he's passed away now, but he used to go every year. He was a Braves fan, but he always went down to Florida.
Home of the Brave.
Get all these autographs of players and stuff.
Yeah. That's the fun thing in spring training. They're more accessible. They're more willing to have a conversation. And
yeah, he had autographs back in the day from like Bonds and Bonilla when they were both on the Pirates and stuff, man,
Pre-steroids. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I got talked to Pablo Sandoval, member the Panda. He doesn't speak very good English, I found out, but but it was just a funny character. All right, so man, we are getting into it's going to be
the
basketball. The dead zone. I hope someone the NFL
combine. We have the combine coming up, and then we have the draft.
Men in underwear.
So there's things to talk about, but yeah, we have March Madness coming up. That's big. Like there's sports a couple moments, weeks, but in
hang
reality,
with us.
We're in the dead zone, man.
Yeah, we will do the best that we can. That is we swore an oath to the Constitution, so we will still be here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Follow us on social media wherever you get your social media.
We'll have some good guests on our Wednesday episode. So stay tuned. We got some cool people coming up.
Yeah, cooler than us for sure. That's not hard to do.
A lot cool. Doesn't take much.
Case.
Doesn't take much. Cooler than the Titans logo as well.
Reminder, new episodes of Sports Idiot Nation come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which means we will see you Wednesday. Thank you for watching this episode of Sports Idiot Nation. Remember, we are on all social media and on YouTube, and the podcast can be found on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Remember, new episodes are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And remember, because you watch Sports Idiot Nation,
you would be the smartest idiot in the whole world.